Battle Through the Heavens Chapter 50, Help. Watching Xiao Yan leave the room with the Chi method, Sun shook her head. With helplessness in her voice, she said, €EI trademark LL believe you for now €. Xiao Yan looked at the other clan members, each shocked, while walking out of the room. With a gentle shrug of his shoulders, he waited for Sun before the two aimlessly wandered forward, casually chatting away. Since they had 2 hours together, Sun and Xiao Yan were not in a rush to head outside. Because the Chi method pavilion was normally forbidden to everyone, it was a rare opportunity to be in it today. Thus, they decided to satisfy their curiosity. Right when they were about to leave the pathway of fire, Sun casually entered a small room and fetched Lo Xian Chi method scroll. Accompanying Xiao Yan, they then continued on down the other hallways. Today would be the noisiest day of the year in the Chi method pavilion. Every single hallway had a great multitude of people packed between its walls, while each person had a markedly excited look in their eyes as they smashed against the red energy curtains. Every time a curtain broke, another shout of excitement could be heard. In this enjoyable atmosphere, even Xiao Yan had a faint smile on his small face. Walking out from another hallway, Xiao Yan took a look at the time. Stretching, he laughed while looking at Sun €, we should be going, eat a trademark almost time €. Nodding indifferently, Sun followed Xiao Yan around a corner before heading directly towards the exit of the Chi method pavilion. After walking by one of the paths, Xiao Yan trademark eyebrows rose up in surprise. Not too far away, he could see a red dress that belonged to Xiao Mei. Her charming face blushed as she wandered continuously around the front of the barrier. Based on her appearance, it looked like she was trying everything she could to get the Chi method but wasn't a trademark able to break the barrier a. Today, Xiao Mei was wearing beautiful red clothing with a slightly tight skirt and a ribbon around her waist, which tied itself closely around her waist. Right now, her pure and lovely face looked anxious as her eyebrows knitted together cutely. The clansmen around her were practically falling over themselves trying to talk to her. A euro. Xiao Mei trademark mood was getting worse by the second, she was basically near desperation. Before today, her father had secretly told her a room number, telling her that it was imperative to grab hold of that Chi method. After conceiving every method possible and spending hours and hours, he finally got a snippet of information from the ones responsible for the arrangement of the Chi method pavilion. He knew that if Xiao Mei could get a wind attribute Hai Huang Chi method, then she would be ahead of everyone else in the race for power. Although Xiao Mei trademark's father got the right room number, he neglected to take into account the sturdiness of the barrier on the room. Xiao Mei had been outside of the room for an hour straight, but she had been unable to break through its protections, and even though other clansmen were drooling at the thought of helping her, they couldn't trademark even shake it. The protective curtain could only be attacked by one person at a time, and if the barrier detected 2 or more people trying to break through it, it would boost its defenses. In the end, it was like trying to draw water using a bucket with a hole. By now, 2 hours had already gone by. If she couldn't trademark break the protections on the room soon, then Xiao Mei would end up leaving empty-handed. Thinking about the consequences of not being able to get a single Chi method, Xiao Mei trademark's lovely eyes could not help but begin to water. With a misty gaze, she shook her head with a bitter smile. Looking around, her beautiful eyebrows rose up as she saw someone familiar. Not too far away was a black-clothed young man holding both of his hands behind his head with a tranquil look on his face. Wiping at her face in a hurry, Xiao Mei had already given up, but the appearance of Xiao Yan had brought new hope. Erasing any traces of her tears, her teeth bit into her red lips as she walked over to Xiao Yan in hopes that he would help her. The other clansmen around Xiao Mei looked at her new change in appearance and followed her gaze to find Xiao Yan. Their low chatter slowly died down as their gazes had a hint of respect. For a moment, the originally noisy walkway immediately became silent. Even under a dozen or so gazes, Xiao Yan still walked forward with a look of indifference. Without even a sideways glance towards Xiao Mei who couldn't Euro trademark T formulate her words, he walked past her Euro. With her red lips slightly open, Xiao Mei looked at Xiao Yan who had just ignored her, stunned at the treatment she received. After a while, her beautiful face became filled with self-deprecation, as she gently shook her head. The anger that rose in her dissipated quickly as she remembered the attitude she had shown towards Xiao Yan for the past 3 years. Euroi haha, this must be retribution, I really am a loathsome person. You reap what you sow. Euro Xiao Mei gently squatted down to the ground. Her shoulders were twitching slightly as a stifled cry echoed throughout the quiet passageway. Looking at Xiao Mei who looked like an abandoned kitten as she sat on the ground, the surrounding young clansmen sighed sadly while shaking their heads. Xiao Mei sobbed lightly as she squatted on the ground. But she suddenly sensed something wrong in the atmosphere and slowly lifted her crying face only to be startled. The youth who had been walking away had turned back and was walking slowly towards Xiao Mei with his hands behind his head. Get out of the way. Xiao Yan said indifferently as he glanced at Xiao Mei. Oh ha euro. The startled Xiao Mei recovered immediately with joy returning to her pretty face and like an obedient child she made way for him. Under the curious yet grateful gaze of those who were present, Xiao Yan stood before the curtain which guarded the door. With his palm extended, the boy breathed in lightly. Everybody remained silent. Then suddenly like thunder, he moved. Twisting his body, Xiao Yan lifted his foot and like a whip, it went forward. Making a Euro kaka Euro trademark sound, it tore through the surrounding air. Bang, the ruthless kick landed on the barrier causing ripples to rapidly pulse through it. Finally, it broke under the shocked gaze of everyone. His foot remained in the air for a while before Xiao Yan slowly brought his leg down to the ground. Twisting his neck a little, he turned away and then walked towards the far away Sun Er. Thank you. I am sorry. Xiao Mei timidly thanked Xiao Yan passing by her. Xiao Yan glanced at the girl who had lost all of her arrogance and gave her a slight nod before disappearing from the admiring eyes of the other clansmen.